Yo,
What up, what up?
What's going on, peoples?
Back in the mix.
UNFAMOUS PODKAST. It's your boy Sean, Mr. NJ Brick City.
Henny Hardaway.
We back. I think this is like episode 143.
143, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, what episode we on, but 143, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
If it ain't, that's what it's going to be today. Shit.
That's exactly what it's going to be. Ain't nothing else we can do about it. So, still doing this whole Corona thing, bro.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's
I feel like it's day 5,000 or some shit. It's been like, what, 2 months?
Bro, it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute, but, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Could be worse.
I feel like we're doing one of them audio logs when you're in the basement in a zombie apocalypse or some shit.
It's not the worst thing in the world,
Stay
bro.
1,000 of the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, that actually sounds
Broke
about
my
right.
wrist last night fapping, and I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Bro, you out here fapping, bro?
Fapaholics mixtape.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So, how your week been, bro? What you been up to?
Shit, man, nothing really. I haven't watched any new shows or anything. I've just been, like I said, I think I said last week I bought some shit for the crib. I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned one of the things I bought was a oil diffuser, which is like it's kind of like
Some smell good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a combination of an alternative to a candle or incense.
Okay.
Where you got a reservoir or basin, if you will.
Okay.
You get essential oils, all natural oils. It comes in a little bottle, and you fill it up with water, the basin, and you take droplets of the oil.
Mm-hmm.
You drop it in the basin, and the kind I got is called ultrasonic oil diffuser. So
Okay.
I looked it up. So basically, you can see the drops on the water because you know oil and water don't mix.
Of course.
Oil just floats on top of the water. You put this, you put like a cap over it with a hole in the middle. So what happens is once you start it up, there's something at the bottom of the basin, and it breaks up the oil, so it creates a mist that comes up through it, and that's where the smell from the oil comes from.
Okay.
So it kind of heats it. It heats the water up as well as vibrating very rapidly to break up the oil to create a mist that comes up top of the diffuser in the hole.
Uh-huh.
And it whatever flavor, you can have lavender or eucalyptus or whatever. From what I understand, different oils do different. I went and got some yesterday, and one of them helps you go to sleep. Don't ask me what's in it. I don't know.
Probably lavender or some shit like that, though.
Probably so. And another one helps with sinuses. So supposedly clear up your nasal passages if you get clogged up. Another one helps with, it has oil that's supposed to strengthen your immune system. I don't know how true this is, but It's on a label. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it says none of these statements have been proven by the FDA, so take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like taking their word for it, but it ain't like you can prove that it actually does what it says. But
no, it probably can't.
And it also has a nightlight too. So,
okay.
You cut it on, and it's a light. You can set the pattern of the light. The light can either stay on, it can kind of come on and off. It can change different colors. It can do all kind of shit. Of oil, the scent, as well as the lights. It supposedly helps relax you, help you fall asleep, things of that nature.
Got the nightlight.
I'm scared of the dark. Scared of the boogeyman.
Scared of damn.
Are you afraid of the dark? Was it R.L. Stein or something? What was it?
Yeah, Nickelodeon. Yeah, it was on Nickelodeon back in the day, bro. I'm mad you brought that shit up, bro. Like that's really fucking old. Damn, shit never made me scared, but I get what you're saying though. That's what's up though. How much did it cost?
$20, right up my alley.
Bro.
Goddamn Well, that's what they go for. They're pretty affordable.
Okay.
So what it is it's two different kinds, right? Different kinds of diffusers. I looked this up as well.
Okay.
I like to research things that I buy.
Okay.
Because I like to know, do I have the best of what it is? If I get something new, go to the top 10 or the best of whatever it is I got. So I know what the best brand is, and I make a decision on the top 10, which one is affordable. Usually websites break down the pros and cons of each, and typically go for the best quality of whatever it is I'm trying to do.
I get what you're saying. That's what's up.
So,
and how much were the oils, I guess, also?
I got a pack. So a pack was like $20, 3.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
The individual one costs from $5 to $7, you know what I'm saying? Depending on the brand. So the diffuser I got, I'm going to get another one because the diffuser I got from Target is a super basic one, like a starter one.
Gotcha.
And the oils I got were like, they started, they're like oils that are better quality, you know what I'm saying? So it might be a little bit more expensive, but depending on the size of the oil diffuser, I got a milliliter. So it lasts about 4 hours. 4 hours before you have to refill it and, you know, put some more in it, put some more oil in it. But they have some that's 300 to 500 milliliters a day, you know what I'm saying? And you can set it where it's a continual mist or where it'll be a mist and it'll cut off. It'll come on and come off, you know, over a period of time. But also there's another type of diffuser called a nebulizer. Nebulizer is it don't have and some oil diffusers have a dual function as a humidifier. So they'll if it's dry or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like when in the summertime, if a lot of, I don't know if that'll be necessarily great here, but like if you're in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, where it's a lot of dry heat, that would be more where you would want.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
It has dry heat there. You want something add moisture to the air, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, but it's also an option with the ultrasonic diffusers. They also have ones called nebulizers where they don't have the fancy light show like that, or they don't double as a humidifier. What they do is you don't add water to them. It's just
straight oil. Okay.
But you get the best properties of the oil because it's not diluted with they say the water dilutes the oil in the ultrasonic. I don't know, but the nebulizer.
Leyland, what's up, G?
The nebulizer diffuser supposedly gives you all the oils in their purest form. The problem is because with the ultrasonic, I could have the water and I can use 3 to 5 drops of the oil and it can do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to use the whole bottle. Okay. With the nebulizer, you have to use more oil because it's using straight oil, but it'll burn out faster. So you have to keep replenishing it. And also the expensive, and you're using more oil. So for somebody on my type of budget, it don't make sense to get that. Just to educate the people out there interested in an oil diffuser, the different types and what they do and all that stuff, you know, all that type of stuff.
Okay. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, man. I like to research shit.
I see that. It seemed like you had a pretty
I ain't got shit else to do, so why not?
Yeah. Going on, except for work for one day and sitting out. I ain't really been doing much, man. When we finally got our stimulus checks. Hey, gang. Got that Trump check, you know what I'm saying? Definitely needed that.
For sure.
So first thing I did when I bought mine, I needed some bought a couple of parts for the car. I'm gonna probably put those on pretty soon, just some brakes and rotors.
Clankies on there, Kev?
Not yet, actually.
Oh.
I want to get everything fixed on it first. I want to make sure that bitch is running good, all that, because thank God I don't have any like major mechanical problems with the car. Nothing under the hood, like nothing, engine related, transmission related. I probably need transmission service, but that's neither here nor there. I'll get it done when I get it. I just needed some brakes, rotors. I got to get my window fixed on the passenger side, stuff like that. Went ahead, did that, just bought a couple other just random things, just really and truly just to see how long it was going to take for some of the stuff to come. Like came at normal time for the most part. I ordered my parts I want to say maybe last week, Saturday.
Where you go? Rock Auto?
Rock Auto, yeah, Rock Auto. Shout out to them. Ordered it last Saturday, and like I said, got here with no problem. Yo, got here. Also had to make me. I had to copy something, bro. I don't even know what those are.
Yeah.
Nah. I didn't get those actually. I didn't get those. The all white Jones with the black toe that I think goes, but it could go either way for me. But yeah, I went ahead and copped those, man. I was like, why not? I caught it on sale because they were all sold out, but I caught it on like a restock and on at Champs. So caught it in my size and caught it on sale. I think it was
online or you went
online.
Oh.
It was like maybe $20-$30 off or some shit. So I was like, I'll go ahead and get that real quick. Like, why not? Size 12, got a sense to whatever. Go ahead and pick those up when I get it. Other than that, man, I ain't really been doing much, man. I haven't really bought anything. I haven't really doing a lot. It's just been normal. Hey, watch TV, chill. We'll go out, explore the city or explore certain places where, we don't know if places are closed or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see what might be out there, might not be out there. Just to have idea.
Right.
Because it might be looking good for next minute. Not. Today we went to the white water rafting. Nah, it's out for the most part. Like the water shit, I forgot exactly. It slipped my mind, but we went just around a little bit around the area because it's huge as fuck. Like it's like it's its own city. So it's pretty cool. Saw people out there riding bikes, jogging, all that good stuff. So we was like, yo, we got to cop some mountain bikes or something like that, so we can actually start riding these bikes. So I think that's gonna be next on the list of purchases. Excuse me. Other than that, just did a little bit of cooking, and that's it, man. I've been chill, bro. Nothing really. What I mean by there's nothing to do. Also, is like it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. It's just that the normal shit that we were doing before is just not able to do it now.
Supposedly they're supposed to open the city back up Friday.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I feel like, well, obviously businesses are losing money. And
yeah.
I mean, the government gonna have to keep dishing out money or unless businesses open. So it's a thing where I don't know if it's the right move or not.
Yeah.
I still think even if we're too keen to just go out and be all willy-nilly partying or whatever, what I mean? We've already gotten accustomed, we've already got accustomed to this lifestyle for the last, basically 2 months. So are kind of setting their habits of gloves, masks, sanitizing everything. It'll be hard to just, without there being a vaccine or cure for corona, it'd be hard to just be going out there acting like everything's like normal.
Exactly.
Without the fear of, hey, we could go back to how things before we were in self-quarantine, social distancing, lockdown. So mentally it'd be hard to overcome that hurdle without knowing. I mean, it'd be different. They're like, hey, we got a vaccine or cure. If you do catch corona, don't worry, we'll get you straight. But there's no such thing as that. It's just you get it and you hope for the best, basically. So it's like people be too keen to take that risk.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think it's the ideas at the moment. I feel like it's very premature. You know what I'm saying? Because you said we're not close to doing anything. Shit, so people, businesses can start again and all that. I get, but we haven't really put a cap on it yet. who's to say that this shit just doesn't spike anymore, doesn't peak anymore? You know, like we haven't reached our peak yet, from what I can tell. You know, let everybody else tell it. Like we good to go. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is, you know, copacetic, but I don't feel like we really hit that yet. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm not saying we should all like just, you know, just open everything up right now, but let's open up certain things that need to be open. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, let's figure out what may be essential, what may not be. That might cause for some places to not be open. Y'all might not be making your money like y'all supposed to right now. But we can't just take the risk of just opening everything, having everybody go back to normal, and then shit is basically worse again. And then what? And now instead of it being, okay, we just been kind of rocking like this for maybe a month, maybe 2 months and a half. Now it's a whole situation like, all right, everybody's for like 6, and because y'all, you know what I'm saying, it was a little too quick on and blew your load a little bit too quickly. Because I feel like it's just a panic thing, bro.
Load too quick?
Yeah, I feel like it's just a panic. And like, you don't. I'm not saying that because, you know, it has anything to my job. Like, we good where I'm at.
We still getting paid. So
yeah, we still getting. So that's what I'm saying. It's not bothering me. Like, I'm good. The only other thing about it is that, you know, we just not working as much. But I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not complaining at all.
I think it was like a rally in Michigan, I believe, where people were complaining that businesses need to open and this, that, and the third. Yeah. I think it's pressure from not only citizens in different areas wanting to reopen the city or town that they live in, but also from, I think it's pressure on, I'm talking about the politicians, it's pressure,
of course.
Pressure from citizens, people who want to open their city back up, as well as a lot of major corporation CEOs and leaders of different companies putting pressure on politicians to open it, to allow cities to open up so they can restore their businesses. Yeah. And you got to think, you got to look at it. A lot of these CEOs of major corporations are sponsors or put money into a lot of these politicians' political runs. So it's like, if you're a politician in a certain position and a CEO of a company, like, you know, 50,000, you know, money talk.
Of course.
Now, the question comes in, does the money override your morality? Or do you feel like no matter how much money you offer me, I'm not going to put people's health at risk? Or do you feel like, damn the people, you know, I got to keep this money flow. Looked out for me on my campaign trail. I got to, you know, do a favor for him. Yeah. I might be up for re-election and need his funds again. I mean, so it's kind of one of them political games in the background that a lot of people may not know. I'm not saying that is the case, but I can see that.
You can argue the point,
right? So I think it's pressure from. I don't even think it's the majority of citizens. It's just a small group of citizens, but that small group is getting attention on the news media, so it's being highlighted. I mean, I think the majority of people are like, I don't like that, but at the same time, I care about my health. So exactly. It's like, I don't mind being in lockdown. You know.
Yeah, man. You know what's so crazy? Because I saw somewhere, I don't know if it was the same place, but I thought it was somewhere like in Virginia or something like that, or some shit like that. Because I mean, they probably been doing it everywhere, but I thought I saw somewhere just, you know, protesting. They out there with their guns, or white dudes, and they out there with their guns, yelling all that. We need to this and that, blah blah. I'm like it's our constitutional right and this and that. And I'm sitting there looking like, bro, y'all just don't like being told what to do. And I'm not saying this about all white people, man, but a lot of white people. Right. So once you tell them they can't do something, what do you mean you can't tell me what I'm gonna do it?
It's not right. It's not constitutional right.
Exactly. And they get to a point like, bro, okay. So when you get, it's one of those situations like when you get sick, don't come to us then. Because I feel like that's how it should be. You get sick. Oh man, I'm sick. I'm about to die. No. You stay at home. Oh, I can't go to the hospital. Oh, but y'all supposed to. Whoa. We gave you the option to stay home. You didn't want to stay home, so you wanted to wild out. It's your constitutional right, right? It's also your right to die. That's all I'm just saying. Like it might be in God's will for you to go because you just didn't take any of the advice or heed any of the warnings that we was trying to give y'all. Only because of what? Like basically, sound like just a bunch of people just tired of sitting around the house. I'm like, bro, enjoy this for what it is.
Right.
It's not the best situation at all, but you have to enjoy it for what it is, man. This is an opportunity. I feel like this is a reset button. This is a way to reset some shit. You know, try to be a better person or do something, but y'all so fucking mad because somebody telling y'all like, bro, y'all don't need to be out here like that. Y'all ready to just fuck up shit even more. And it's bad enough we got the people still flying in the airport and all that. It's like, yo, y'all won't even stay home.
I mean, a lot of the rules that was in place is to protect people from themselves. You know what I'm saying? Basically, is we know you don't put these rules in place, you're going to still be out here, even though you know it's a sickness and a virus going on. If we don't put these quarantine rules in place, we have to force you to stay at home to protect you from yourself because you're going to do dumb shit. Yeah. So now, you know.
KD, what's up? Salt.
What up? So now, you know, it's just, I guess it's got to a point people just got super bored, or I don't know what the case is. People just tired of sitting at home, whatever the case may be. And I kind of figured it was going to get to this point where people got tired of being in lockdown. But I don't know, because I heard Atlanta or Georgia opened up. I'm like,
I heard, Georgia opened up. And I'm like, that's cool. Because it makes me wonder, are we going to start doing some, and as far as our job, are we going to start doing knee-jerk shit just because everything's opened up, right? And if we start doing that and then, say, more of our offices start getting sick, they start dying, and we're going to be looking like, so what are you going to do now? Because you had the opportunity to be like, hey, look, we're still going to keep things business as usual, because at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, we don't work for the airlines. We don't work for none of these motherfuckers. We work for the government. Mm-hmm. So if we care about our officers, we need to be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you keep putting us in danger and then you lose us, how are you going to get everybody through anyway? So you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. But why risk our health just to prove a point?
Right.
You know?
I don't know, man. It's one of them things where it's a balance. Like, I guess I just feel like, even if, my thing about it is, if you want to open it up, even if there's no vaccine, alternative would be have more tests readily available so people know where their status is. You know what I'm saying? At least do that. Yeah. And before you open it up, we want to give out, 500,000 tests. We have tests for people's status, because I think that's one. It's not only that they're opening up these cities, but it's not enough tests to go around. People don't know their status, so people don't know if they have it or not. Because like they've said, some people not have symptoms and have it the whole time and just don't know it. But without readily available tests, there's no way to know. So like,
at all,
if you're going to open it up, at least have some kind of clinic or some kind of testing site where people could go and readily get tested without having to go through hoops or a shortage of tests where, things like that aren't readily available, and it's not easy to get your status on whether you have the virus or not. I mean, without a vaccine, I think that's the next best thing. Yeah. Because you don't have a vaccine, you don't have readily available tests, so it's just like it's set up to happen all over again. Yeah. Hopefully not worse. So
and that's the weird part, because they thought this shit got bad, right? I don't think it was as bad as it can get or could have gotten.
Right.
Because then I guess you look at like Italy and everywhere else, they're not good yet.
They're not, but they take their corn. They not fighting to get back in the streets. They like, hey, we in corn, we good.
Exactly.
They like, we chilling. We ain't trying to take no risks.
That's a good point that you brought up, because a lot of them are like, yo, bro, when they government told them to stop, guess what? They stayed their ass in the house. What up, Kadeem? So with us, when they tell us to stay in the house so much, bro, that's the one thing I said about America. And, some people may not get what I'm saying is we have way too many rights, right? And I'm not saying that our rights are not justified and that we shouldn't have them, but we start to let that shit gas us so much that we feel like we can do whatever we want because it's America.
Right.
So it's like, oh, no, we can do this, blah, 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 because we're so used to doing what we want. But when you see all these other countries, we talk shit down them or whatever it is. But in a situation like this, where you see like Italy and all that, they're like, nah, bro, we sitting everybody in the house, mayors, everybody government. They're all like, yo, you stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to make sure everything's good. And they're like, all right, cool. We're going to stay in the house. That's what's up. But when it comes to, us, we tell somebody just to be like, hey, y'all got to stay in the house from this time to this time. We had a fucking riot about that damn near. Like, we going crazy just because they said, hey, just don't be out after 8.
I just want to know.
Which was crazy to me.
If
Jersey is horrible before Corona.
Damn. But I just want to know if like Trump or certain leaderships as governors would be so quick to open up the state if they had actually contracted coronavirus themselves. It's easy to say, hey, I know the economy's down, businesses are losing money, let's open back up, get everything back. And you never contracted coronavirus, so you don't know personally what it's like. But let's just say you did catch it.
Yeah.
And you almost died from it. You know what I'm saying? And you were in a hospital. You were hooked up to a ventilator. Would you be so quick to open up your state knowing the risks and personally have gone through that? I was just wondering.
I don't know. Because I think it really just depends on who's in charge in that situation. If it was a competent president and, House or whatever it is, yeah, they probably wouldn't have did all that. But when we have a president who took this whole pandemic and started to turn it into a political agenda, that's the problem. Not the fact that we're having the pandemic. He took this and tried to spin it to make it his own thing, to make it something like, oh, well, this and that. And, the Democrats want to do this when this happens. It's like, bro, what does this have to do with anything? Like, at the end of the day, it's about the people. And I realize, bro, we don't all serve you.
Right.
You're our servant. You do for us.
I seen a headline yesterday where Congress just approved some more money for like hospitals and hotels, like more money to support those because they got this stimulus bill. Kind of, they have like $500 million for hospitals and stuff to kind of keep them afloat. And like Mitch McConnell, he was basically throwing shots at the Democrats to talk. They was taking too long to come to a deal. And Democrats are throwing shots at Republicans, talking about they forgot about these hospitals and stuff in the previous deal, whatever. Basically, they was throwing shots at each other. Mm-hmm. So I say that to say, I had to use my inner Joe when I say that to say this.
Shout out to Joe.
Shouts out. About the Trump point, about him turning it political. Mm-hmm. The reason why he's turning political and the reason why Democrats throwing shots at Republicans and Republicans throwing shots at Democrats, it's an election year.
Of course.
People so caught up in this corona shit. We still got an election going on regardless in November, corona or not. Motherfuckers going to get voted in or out of office regardless.
I don't even know how that's going to work. And nobody seemed to have talked about that yet because I guess they feel like it's not going to last
if
that
it
long.
Wasn't for this corona shit, we'd be talking about that. That would be the main topic in the news right now.
It really would be.
The election, it really would be. Sam Biden versus Trump. Who's running for election, senators in different states. That would be the main topic.
Who the fuck is Joe Biden's vice president?
He hadn't named it yet, I don't believe.
Why do I feel like it's going to be Bernie Sanders, though?
I ain't mad at that.
If he did, you think I think
Elizabeth Warren,
He ain't going to do Elizabeth Warren. Nothing against him, but I don't think he's going to do that. But I think if he had Bernie, he'll probably win that. Because I saw an interview with him on Deezus and Meryl's show, which was weird because I'm like, how the fuck did they pull that one to get Joe Biden? But I was like, all right.
Reason came up.
Yeah. And they would just talk about certain things. And like some of the points he was making, I can't remember verbatim. So sorry, guys, if I can't bring it up. But some of the points he was making, I was like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I kind of fuck with that. Like, he was just like, yo, let's just take all this other personal stuff out of the way. It's like, bro, let's take the, election, all that out of the way, that this is all people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be doing right for the people. Right. And Trump just hasn't been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just been kind of just with his own agenda. Let me go ahead and try to get these votes and this and that. And let me try to connect the people that I truly do not have a connection with at all. And it's like, bro, you are forgetting the one thing that you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be making sure that we can trust, like, everything's going to be all right. Bro, I don't know too many people that's looking at like, bro, everything's going right. I'm not saying it's about to be the end of the world, but I think a lot of people now looking at Trump like, bro, you really do not have a handle on shit, bro.
I think people are looking at it like, his daily briefings or whatever.
sound terrible.
Like you said, he's on a pedestal or trying to.
Yeah.
Whereas it seems like, I don't know, I haven't been paying attention lately, but at first it was seeming like he wasn't listening to, what's the guy's name, Dr. Fauci or something?
Oh, Fauci.
It seemed like he wasn't listening to medical professionals, what they were saying.
No,
because they were saying keep this shit shut down till you know. But
they're like, yo,
Trump is
sit
like,
your ass at home.
People got to understand though. Trump still got, he the president. He still got businesses out here. He was a businessman before he was a politician.
Yeah.
So his needs as well. So like,
feeling some type of way.
Like, man, fuck that. My hotels and money, real estate.
But this is the weird part. A lot of them hotels aren't even his.
Well, that's all Trump is about is his name. That's his whole thing. His name. When he wanted that wall, he wanted to have Trump and neon lights across the top of it. He wanted his name to be attached to something monumental where he can get his name in history. That's all he wants.
Guess what? Trump supporters didn't give you Robinson for what 4 or 5 years, damn near. So that should at least give you something to ponder on, guys. Ponder on that shit. But like I said, man, I just wish that instead of just jumping the gun so quick, let's just sit. Let's figure out a better way of doing this. Like just open up a couple of cities, see what happens first. See if it's getting worse, better, because it might get to a point where maybe we're not at a norm again, where we're back to 5 days a week, everybody's back to normal. But it could be something that is a little bit more updated for like, okay, for us, instead of us working 1 day, then maybe we'll go to working 2 or 3 days a week, and then because it'll still keep our distance from certain people who might be carrying it, or if we're carrying it, we're keeping our distance from them. So I'm hoping that they, do something, along the lines of that. Hopefully, but I doubt it.
We'll see.
Yeah. Before I wanted to go any further, so last week we touched a little bit on how there's certain white people who just like to say the word nigger.
Mm-hmm. With the hard ER. With
the hard ER, right? So we was talking about, what's his name, Kyle Lawson. Mm-hmm. Talking about him, the NASCAR driver. And what happened like a couple of days after the episode, maybe a day or two afterwards, there's a video that was shown around on Facebook. This white girl and her white boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, in the bathroom.
High schoolers, yep. Talking about video on like how to make niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like basically like, them videos just to paint a picture. People that seen some of them videos when, like God created this and that. And they have like the cups of water or something they pouring and all that. Like he did something like that, right? Bro, the shit they had up there like, oh, never around for their kids. Oh, he's in jail. Not the smart. Like they had some like smart people. They took that shit out of there. Like
I ain't even watched the whole video. I seen something where they had wrote nigger on like a piece of paper on the sink or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And they were pouring the water in there. They were trying to say like when they got to the part where like, yo, in and out of jail, they just kept pouring the cup. They filled the cup back up and just I was like,
oh, that's what it was. I didn't.
Yeah,
it was so stupid.
So once motherfuckers found out who it was, right? Of course, we got on their ass.
Of course.
Reported it to their high school. They got expelled. Lost, I think, whatever college scholarships they had and not going to college. And this is the crazy part. Little white girl's like, oh, it was my boyfriend. He's the racist one. He pulled me into it. I know I should have never did this and that. And I don't even really want to be like that. And, I love black people. My friends are black and this and that. This is the shit that kills me. Because some people was like, yeah, I feel like some people are over exaggerating about it. I'm like, no, this is why I'm not over exaggerating about why I feel the way I feel about this person. You know better.
Yes.
You know better. Because me and Hudson was having a conversation about it. And he was saying like, yo, do you think that people might be over-exaggerating? I said no. Because in this day and age, especially when they're young, it doesn't matter if you're in a house that's racist, right? You still know better. I can't say nothing to somebody who was born in, the 50s, the 40s, the 60s. I can't say nothing about that because that was life. Right. Now, do you need to be saying it anymore? No, of course not. But if it's like an 80-year-old dude saying it, why can't I? I'm not saying I'm not going to get mad, but I get that's his time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make it right, no. But that's the time that he comes from where that was a norm. So I understand it. I still don't like it, but I understand it. But when it comes to somebody young, like these high schoolers, they fucking know better. Not only do you know better exactly what the fuck he was doing, because you put it out on it, like on social media, so you could try to get some quick laughs. You thought those shit was gonna be funny,
right?
Which kills me even more, because I'm like, if you were saying just in the privacy of your home, nobody gives a fuck,
right?
I don't care. You can say that all you want in the privacy of your home. Say what you want about us. I don't give a fuck. But once you put that shit on social media, no. This is the same energy you was asking for. So when you put that energy out, don't be afraid to get the energy back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I just look at it like people will try to give them the pass if they were young in high school. I ain't trying to hit it.
Fuck that.
We just had, what was it, a year or two ago, where it was the whole phase of white people calling cops on black people for dumb shit.
Bruh.
And what was happening to them white people? They was losing their job. So you can lose your job for calling the police on black people for no reason. Mm-hmm. But you don't think if you come up with some dumb racist-ass bullshit in your bathroom, you can't get the same kind of consequences.
You should definitely get the same type of consequences. And
the fact that you saying, oh, I got black friends, this, that, and the third. You can't have black friends. There's no way you ran that past your black friends and they were cool with that shit.
Well, and if they do got black friends, they didn't run it past them because they knew it was wrong.
Exactly.
So I'm looking like you knew what you was doing was wrong. It don't matter. You know what you doing is wrong.
Ain't no way a white friend of mine or a white coworker or whatever gonna be like, hey, I got a great idea. Why don't I come up? What do you think about this? If I come up with talking about your people in a racist way about how y'all go to jail and put it on Facebook and social media, don't you think that'll be cool? That'll fly on. What?
Like, bro,
you know, I'm not a racist though. I just want to do that. Just
you know what I would tell them? I say, you know what? Go ahead, but be prepared to deal with every last bit of these consequences. And I might punch you in your shit. I'm just letting you know. I might punch you in your shit too, because you know what you're doing. Like, you're doing this to get some type of reaction. Number one, you're doing it to get reaction. You're doing it to try to make a mockery of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I have a problem with. You are not going to make a mockery of us. You know what I'm saying? Just for your entertainment and to get some likes on social media.
And that's why I think it's a drug.
What, social media?
It's a drug to that point. It's a drug going around across the world, but it's super dangerous in America. And that drug is going hand in hand. Clout chasing.
Oh, yes.
Hand in hand with attention.
Yes.
Those two things got people doing the dumbest shit and recording themselves for clout and attention. Things that they normally wouldn't do, or that they wouldn't do in front of somebody else, but in front of their home or in front of the camera or some shit, just for views. I'm like, you doing this for views? It's like
straight views. Like, and I still don't understand why.
Clout is the most dangerous drug in America right now. It's more dangerous than cocaine, crack.
Damn, not more dangerous than cocaine and crack.
I'm telling you, that shit is like, motherfuckers do anything. You know, I'm not a big Migos fan, but you know, Offset, they do anything for clout. Like, that couldn't be any more truer words.
Of course they do anything for, bro. These motherfuckers would kill their own grandma for clout. They do anything, bro. I never met a bunch of young people who just don't care. And when we say young people, I'm not even just talking about white people. I'm talking about black people too.
Oh no, some dumb ass and niggas. And I will say the difference I've seen in clout is white people do dumb stunts or things you be like, that's not even smart.
Yeah.
Black people, and I'm not stereotyping, I'm just talking about what I've seen. We commit crimes on video and put it out on social media. We get in the shootouts. We show ourselves selling drugs, holding guns, and you're a gang member or a felon for clout. And it's crazy to me. And you act like you don't like the police can't be in here watching this shit just like everybody else. And
hell yeah, they ain't watching it.
And we've seen instances where, you know, the dude was in his house with all the weed and the guns, and the police kicked in his door while he was live streaming. I'm like,
that shit was hilarious too. I didn't feel bad for him. I laughed at it.
Where the gang members had you know, guns out and shit, and they ended up getting arrested because they was on social media. We seen when the gang members was doing the mannequin challenge in front of a trap house, holding guns and shit, and a lot of them got arrested. So that
shit was hilarious. They deserved every little bit of it, every bit.
You know, we come from an era where gangsters move in silence. They do their thing, they get their money, whatever they got to do, and they keep it moving. Nobody need to know because it ain't for them to know.
I know motherfuckers now go commit some crimes, then go put on there that they committed crimes, get locked up, and then be like, yo, y'all niggas out here snitching. Bro, What? Like, nigga, you told on yourself, my G. What the fuck you talking about, bro?
Be your own snitch.
Be your oh my God, bro. So, like, even when it comes to these two little white kids, I'm like, y'all snitched on yourselves.
Right.
By putting this dumbass shit out there. Then get mad that you got the attention that you wanted. That's the crazy part. You mad because you got the attention you wanted, and then now you feel some type of way because, well, she does, because she was like here writing all type of shit like, oh, I just wish you guys would stop with the death threats and this and that. No. Look, and before I go any further, I'm not saying people who are sending her and her family death threats are right. I'm not saying that at all. But I can't tell them how to react to a certain situation like this. She knew what she signed up for.
Yeah. The problem is they go seeking the attention, but they're not prepared to deal with the consequences.
Exactly.
Because I think it's just gonna be all positive, hee hee ha ha. It's a joke.
Nah, bro, ain't shit about this funny.
When shit blow up in your face, you're not ready to deal with that. And you being young and in high school, you don't know how to handle those type of situations.
Exactly. So now you out here looking stupid, just sitting around. We looking at you
mom
like,
and dad. Well, I don't know if the mom and dad are racist because most of the time, I'm not gonna say all the time, but a lot of times that type of behavior is taught. You don't just be born and be a racist.
Very true.
Those are things that have been taught to you how to act or how to behave toward other people from influences in your life. Maybe your parents, uncles, whoever. Somebody taught you how to be racist and hate other group of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So maybe the parents, if they aren't racist, are ashamed of their children. And if they were, they were like, well, yeah, you did a good job. You showed them niggers. Now you just be like, you know, now your ass be in trailer park just like me, not going to college. They ain't gonna let you in. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what is that? You sure show them niggers? Like, you be sitting like, show them what?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So like, what you mean? I got expelled from school. That's okay. I can't get in college.
Fuck it. Nigga did your granddaddy James Earl Ray.
Exactly. Damn, bro.
It's fucking college. That's for them liberals.
That's from niggers and college and liberals. You be like,
bro. They got that damn. What's that? Affirmative action anyway.
You be like, bro, what the fuck? What year you come from, bro? But nah, man. That's why I said, like, I don't show no sympathy for it. Because like I said, we had a whole, we talked about it last week when it came to, NASCAR drivers saying it. Like, bro, I don't show no sympathy for anybody who is not of my race, number one, and who, even if you're not of my race, right? Because I know there's some, like, Spanish people that say it. There's some that say it for, and, a lot of times, and I'm not saying we're right for this or wrong for this, but for us, we do give certain passes to certain people. But we usually give passes to certain races because we understand they just as fucked up and been just as oppressed as us. Like, I know back in New Jersey, I know mad Puerto Ricans and shit that you said, but we looked at them like, yo, y'all just like us.
Yeah, like, they weren't the ones who was oppressing us back in the day.
And that's
they weren't the ones who enslaved our ancestors.
And that's the part that a lot of the white people don't understand. They're like, oh, how come they? Because I'm like, because they weren't in a position of power to oppress my people, bro. Like, there were no Puerto Ricans or Dominicans or no Spanish, anything like that was out here just doing that. You know what I'm saying? They weren't out here just oppressing my people. I mean, not to call a spade, but that's what a lot of white people are doing. And there's just a negative connotation when it comes to white people saying that word. So it's like, bro, I'm not gonna be too to me because they're not in a way that
they're definitely not saying the right. They're saying how we would
exactly. They're not saying here other way just to be on the flip side. But what if I'm to say it again? That just goes from person to person to basis. Some black people might be okay with that. Some might not.
Run it by them first.
Exactly.
You get that pass or you get your ass knocked the fuck out.
Exactly.
But if people just live by this, just live by this mantra. This country has freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. Then you'll understand.
Facts. Freedom of speech, no freedoms of consequences. I like that. That was very well said, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Very well said. Just to move on. I know this is fresh on my mind, man, because it just came out a couple days ago. I was watching The Last Dance, bro. Talking about the last three, what was it? Last season of the greatest team that basketball has ever seen, and that was, the '98 Bulls.
Now, some old schoolers will argue that's not the greatest team we've ever seen. Our generation, yes, but some people grew up in the '80s and saw the Showtime Lakers. So each generation will have.
And I get that. And the thing about the Lakers is not that they was the greatest team, because they really weren't the greatest team, but they had such a great rivalry, and it was such a back and forth type deal. And I'm not saying they weren't a good team, so I don't want people to take that out of context. They were definitely a good team. It was just, it was more a rivalry they had when it was Lakers, Celtics. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to the Bulls, nobody was fucking with the Bulls. Whether you was on the East or the West, Bulls was busting your ass 6 games. We don't give a fuck. There's no game 7. I'm busting your ass in 6. That's it.
So I haven't seen it yet. Mm-hmm. So from the first 2 episodes, did you learn anything different or about Jordan or the Bulls?
Yeah, actually I did. Which is so crazy because I was telling T, I was alive for pretty much, and I remember pretty much all of the championships they won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was there for damn near all of it. And look, I'd be a fucking liar. Everybody be a fucking liar if they weren't a Bulls fan.
Right.
Everybody was a Bulls fan at that time. And a lot of it just had to do with Michael Jordan, right?
Well, I don't know if they were Bulls fans. They were Michael Jordan fans. But a lot of cats were Lakers fans.
Yeah, of course.
Jordan,
Well, see, I was a Bulls fan. Like B.J. Armstrong, Paxton, Horace Grant, Kukoc,
Bill Withington.
You know what I'm saying? Cartwright. You know what I'm saying? When they had Oaks, Oakley and shit. Bro, I was a fan because they were dope. It was a great fucking team, and then you had a superstar like Michael Jordan who just didn't know how to lose. I refuse to fucking lose. So, from what I learned from the documentary, from the first 2 episodes, and I don't want to give away too much for people who didn't see it, but it's been out for a while, so I kind of if you didn't see it already, then fuck you. But it was a lot of behind the scenes shit that I did not know about. Because surface level, Michael Jordan's great. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? He's a great player. He's dope. Michael Jordan. Behind the scenes, I didn't know that. He was basically having problems with
the owner,
GM, and all that, and stuff like that. And I didn't know that Scottie Pippen. I never knew this.
He signed I don't want to ruin it.
It wasn't.
He signed a dumbass contract.
Let's put he was underpaid, and he ended up being one of the greatest number 2 men that ever played the game.
If not arguably the.
And the crazy part, he's only number 2 because Jordan was there.
Right.
Let's be honest. He was only number 2 because Jordan was there.
I put it in the context
from
what I've seen, because I haven't watched it, but I've seen people talk about it and they've broken down.
Okay.
Jordan, the Last Dance year, Jordan made $33 to $36 million.
Ooh.
Scottie Pippen was getting paid under $3 million.
$2 and some change.
And to make it even worse, it was 5 other, including Jordan, it was 5 other Bulls on the team who was getting paid more than Scottie Pippen at the time.
Yeah, and I'm looking like nothing against them, but they don't deserve that money.
If Jordan getting 33, Scottie at least deserved 25.
At least 15.
At least.
That's
at least
20.
I say at least 20.
Yeah, at least 20. But I feel like if you're going to go the lowest, 15.
Right.
15.
It should have been, basically should have been double-digit millions. Mm-hmm. If you know what I'm saying, at some point.
That nigga was making, poor nigga millions. He was making millions that, shit, I ain't gonna lie, a regular nigga could get to after a while.
Right. But, because you got to understand, and like I said, I've been watching Undisputed First Take. When Jordan left the NBA in 94, 95, Scottie Pippen was the second best player in the league outside of Hakeem Olajuwon, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But look at Pippen's numbers. He lost when Jordan came back in the conference finals to the Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
But come on, they had Penny and Shaq.
Come on, that was come on, man.
So ain't no shame in losing to them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Even after Jordan retired, when Pippen went to the Trailblazers, Remember, they lost in 7 games to the Lakers, who eventually went on a dynasty roll in 2000.
Exactly.
So, and they went to the Western Conference. That's when they had Damon Stoudemire, Rasheed Wallace, and all them boys. You know what I'm saying? And
Pippen still balled out.
Pippen was still balling, and then, they lost to the Lakers right when Shaq and Kobe was starting.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you lost to the second coming of Jordan.
Right. Basically, yeah.
It'd have been like, what would happen if Scottie Pippen went against Jordan? And that's pretty much what happened.
So that just goes to show you the value in Scottie Pippen, and how he was severely underpaid. I knew about the beef that Jordan had with Jerry Krause, and Jerry Reinsdorf was the owner. Jerry Krause was the GM. I knew about it after the fact when after he retired. It kind of came to light that he didn't get along with him because
I heard Krause didn't get along with anybody.
Except for Jerry Reinsdorf, but Jerry Reinsdorf is the owner, so that's all that really matters.
Yeah, but when it came down to like even Phil Jackson and all that, because the one thing I liked about the documentary, it didn't just focus on Michael Jordan, it focused on everybody. But don't get it twisted, it did talk a lot about Michael Jordan. It talked about his upbringing, things like that, whatever. But when I didn't know that he had told him like, yeah, basically we just gonna break the team up. And it's he
said, no, this was his word. He told Phil Jackson,
I don't give a fuck if you went
82 and you're not coming
back next year. It's like, what?
And Jordan had already pledged allegiance to Phil Jackson.
He said, if he ain't coming back, I'm not playing.
And I don't blame him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's his coach.
Right. So, I think what they say the real problem with Jerry Krause, the GM, is he wanted the credit for the dynasty.
Yes, and
just like the Dallas Cowboys.
Jerry Jones.
He fired Jimmy Johnson because he wanted the credit. How you gonna fire a 2-time Super Bowl coach back to back? Because you want the credit.
That's what kills me. It's like, bro, you're gonna get the credit because we know you put them there. Stupid. Like it's an unsaid thing, but motherfuckers don't realize their roles in certain situations. There's some people who need to be the front man, and there's some people who are just like an executive. Or they did something to a beat or something like that. That's what you're supposed to do if you're the GM, bro. You don't need to have all the fucking credit because there's GMs now in the league. Who the fuck are they? We don't know them, and if we do know them, it's because of that stupid shit. So it's never for positive.
Like Bill O'Brien for the Houston Texans getting rid of DeAndre Hopkins.
He dumb as fuck.
Like an owner I can't stand him. Don't get me wrong, can't stand him.
Who?
The fucking Patriots. Can't stand him. But Robert Kraft.
Oh, Robert Kraft?
Stays in the background. He let Belichick do his thing.
He chills. That's why I fuck with Robert Kraft, because he chill. Shower boys.
Granted, he got caught getting a hand job in the massage parlor, but we put that to the side. He's getting old fashioned, but it is what it is. He a billionaire. He can do the fuck
jerk and twist.
Right. The old pepper grinder. Granted, he was getting that, but he a billionaire. Worth $4 or $5 billion. He do what the fuck he want to do.
Yeah, when you go, but he do what you want when you
power. The only time that Bill Belichick stepped in to interfere with football operations was when, Robert Kraft stepped in, is when Belichick wanted to trade Tom Brady because he wanted to keep Jimmy G.
Yeah.
And Robert Kraft came in like, nah, we ain't doing that. That's the homie right there. Which he did the right thing because they went on to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, I think they lost that year to Philly, but the year after that, they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But he wanted to. But Belichick is known, which is a smart GM move. He's known to get rid of players a year or two before their expiration date.
Yeah.
And Brady felt like Brady was well past his expiration date, but ain't so much you can do when the owner he's untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But so if owners would just
know their role,
background, know your role,
like
the credit,
like your
know
boy,
your role,
and shut your mouth.
We had to go to that.
Exactly. Don't be a Rudy Pool candy ass. Like, bro,
stick that some bitch sideways.
Exactly. Like, come on, Krause. Because I'm like, if he would have just chilled,
they probably could have got 2 more chips.
Bro, yes, easy. And he would have gone down as one of the greatest GMs, because it's like, bro, under your regime, you won 8 chips? And the crazy part is, say Jordan would have never took that year off. That'd have been 9. Easy. Because who the fuck was stopping him?
Now, let's not sleep on the Rockets. They would have seen the Rockets Not saying the Rockets would have beat them.
Oh no, they would have seen them, but
wasn't nobody fucking with Olajuwon. But that motherfucker, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite players. My favorite big man all the time is Hakeem Olajuwon. I was a huge Olajuwon fan. But
you gotta let Olajuwon beat you then, because they'd have stopped everybody else. So Hakeem Olajuwon is going to beat us. That wouldn't happen.
Damn, bro, you don't believe in Kenny the Jet Smith, man?
No,
you don't think he would have?
No. Shut the fuck.
He shot Bob.
Stop.
No, that boy's had a squad now.
Nah, not even Sam Cassell. No, not his alien looking ass. No, man, fuck that. Look, and nothing against that team. I'm not team or anything like that. They were a great team, but come on, bro. Like I said, if Hakeem Olajuwon would have been the focal point, cool. He can get the ball all he want. Make him beat us
now,
because he's not gonna beat us. It takes all of y'all to beat us because we're gonna play team ball. You can't stop all of us,
right?
But he can't. We could definitely let him do what he do and stop the rest of y'all. There's only but so much he can do. He can't have 100-point games.
Nah, hell no.
So I'm saying, like, that's
so
usually how it goes.
Think about this. Shaq say his dynasty Lakers in their prime with him and Kobe could beat the Bulls.
I don't know.
First of all,
it went to a game 7.
Yeah, but I give the slight edge to Chicago for this reason.
Mm-hmm.
People try to say Kobe and Mike cancel each other out. Not necessarily. Kobe wasn't Kobe in the early 2000s. It was still Shaq's team. We didn't really Kobe to Kobe. He didn't become Kobe till
when Shaq left. Or no. He didn't come into the championship. I want to say at least his second or third championship.
No, I mean, say
because that third one, that's when Kobe was on it.
Kobe was on it, but
Kobe was on it.
Kobe was on it, but Shaq still won Finals MVP. I mean, Shaq.
Who's gonna stop him in the paint?
And that's my thing. So, you can't stop Shaq. We know MJ is unstoppable. You got Kobe.
But didn't they find a way to stop Shaq, the Bulls, when he was with Orlando the second go around?
They did.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm not saying they wouldn't have found a way.
But they didn't. That Shaq was young and he didn't have Kobe. He had Penny, but Penny ain't Kobe.
But Penny was dope.
Penny was dope.
Penny, look, they said Penny was
in his prime or Kobe in his prime.
Oof, right.
We ain't no thinking about it. It's the bomb all day. And I was a big Penny Hardaway fan. I was mad when he got.
Actually, I have to think about that one because Penny was.
You know what? We can't say that because injuries cut Penny's career short.
That's what I'm saying. Like even I don't think we got to see Penny in his prime.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We got to see Penny, and then he was
like
hurt.
Scratching the surface.
Because you just brought up a good point, Grant Hill. Grant Hill was supposed to be the next coming of Jordan, damn near. Because you couldn't stop fucking Grant Hill.
Yeah, he was legit hurt for 4 years straight.
Legit hurt. But he was a savage.
And I wanted to see him and T-Mac in Orlando so bad. They would have been devastating.
Oh, that would have been a wrap.
They would have been.
That would have been a wrap. They don't want it. Grant Hill got a chip.
If it's one player who I feel bad that never got a chip is Grant. And I can't stand Duke. You know, I hate Duke.
Don't do that, bro. I can't
stand it.
I didn't even bring it up.
But
I didn't even bring it up. Why'd you do that?
Out of all the Duke players, I gotta give people some context.
Nah, bro. You in that bullshit.
I can't stand Duke players, but I never disliked Grant Hill. He's one of the Duke players who I actually like.
Grant Hill is legit.
You know, I know it was kind of funny when they did the Fab Five documentary and they tried to say he was an Uncle Tom, basically a coon.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
But I think was it Jalen or somebody else?
Jalen Rose or some shit?
It was one of them who said he was Uncle Tom. I think they went back and apologized.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. That man wasn't no Uncle Tom because he went to just a better. Now, I'm not going to say a better school as far as anything else.
He went to like a blue blood school.
Yeah, he went to a prestigious school at that time. So it was like, man, you can't knock that man for that. That was just a good choice. And guess what? Duke is one of them schools that if you make it out of that school, you going.
That's better coming out of Tar Heels.
I guess. I don't know.
What? I don't even want to go down a list of players that came out of North Carolina and was beasting in the league. Well, that's a discussion for another day. But
Michael Jordan. Let's just leave it at
that. Vince Carter, Rasheed Wallace, James Worthy.
Because Worthy played with Jordan.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's all.
Yo, it was funny because Worthy in the documentary, he was like, yeah, he was like, I was balling too. He was like, I was great. He said that all changed after the end of that practice.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, after that, he's like, I know, like, yeah, that's his team. He was like, yo, he's just a better ball player. And that's what's so crazy about it. I've never heard a single person ever say anything ill about Michael Jordan's, number one, his style of play and his will to win. Anything like, there's never nothing bad with it. And I don't want to go through greatest thing, who's great, this LeBron James, whatever, right?
I was going to actually get into that.
But I was going to, I didn't want to, we'll talk about it in a minute, but whenever you hear LeBron James, right, there's something you could bring up as a negative. You could bring up, oh, he didn't play defense, or he does this, or he does that. There's nothing about Jordan that's ever negative. And that's weird. Like, I don't think people have ever realized that. There's never a negative thing you can say about Jordan. You can't say, oh, well, Jordan ain't never played defense. That's a motherfucking lie. How many times did he win defense, all defensive for the year?
Once or twice, but he won once, but he made first team all defense 10 times. So.
Exactly. So obviously he plays defense. I don't know how many assists he had, like, because he definitely don't mind dishing the rock.
Right.
Because, well,
he's going to get double team, so he pretty much got to dish the
What
rock.
was the shot that one to look at? He gave 2 shots up. Was one
to Steve Kerr and one to John Paxson.
Yep, there you go. He could have took the shot. It's right. Jordan. If he would have took the shot, he would have made it. It didn't matter, but he gave it up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he is that so great of a player. You can't find nothing negative to say about him as far as on the basketball court. Now, people want to call him an asshole, say he's mean, all that shit. He's a dick. Man, I feel like this, man. Look, just because I'm, Michael Jordan, I don't have to kiss your ass. If I don't want to sign an autograph for you, I really don't feel like I have to. If I want to, I will. And if I do, you should feel grateful for it. But I'm not obligated to do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a normal person too. Just happens to be the greatest player in the world and have billions of dollars. But that's neither here nor there. I just put it like this. Whenever I heard anybody say anything about him, it was never, when we're talking about his play, never negative.
Well, you got to respect it. I mean, his willpower, his will to win,
bro,
was, you had to respect it. Like, there was no way you could just, like, man. The one thing playing against Michael Jordan, you got to bring your A game because the man is relentless.
Oh, God, yes.
Same thing with Kobe. Kobe had that same. Another player who has that mentality, he don't have that clutchness.
Mm-hmm.
Is Russell Westbrook. Westbrook got that mentality like Kobe and MJ.
Yeah. He's just not clutch.
He's not
clutch at all.
He don't have the. Those guys can shoot.
You know what? And at the end of the day, it's not meant for him. Since he's a point guard, I don't think it's meant for him to have all that. If he played his game as a point guard, I think it would be a different vibe.
If he had a shot, if he had a jumper where he hit a jump shot or 3 consistently like MJ and Kobe, it would transform his game.
But it's weird because hitting threes.
It wasn't emphasized like that in the
That nigga was shooting mid-range and driving.
But I believe he would have, like Kobe, MJ, if he'd have worked.
Oh, he did, because then he had a moment where he just shot a bunch of threes because somebody told him he couldn't.
Well, there you go. Well, don't forget, in the 91 Western Conference Finals against Portland, he hit 6 threes and a half, and that's when he did the shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, because somebody said he could not do that. That's what it was. Like, somebody said he couldn't do it. Hit him with the he like I don't know.
The thing about Jordan,
shooting free throws with his fucking eyes closed.
Right.
It's like, bro, come on, man. Come on.
And I remember he was saying, like, they was asking what was some of the, outside of championships, what some of the things that he the motherfucker said he dunking on Dikembe Mutombo was one of the highlights.
Yeah, because look at me, blah blah blah. Like, all right, Kim that yammed on him. Bow! Hit him with the web. It's like, come on, bro. It's like it's one of those situations when it came to Jordan. It's like, bro,
you can't do.
Guess what? And that's the same thing his parents said. Like, they, because they interviewed pretty much everybody, whatever it is. I mean, I know his dad died years ago, but they had put up some footage. It was like, yo, that's the one thing to get his fire going. Like, tell him he can't do something.
Right.
He gonna go ahead and he gonna do it. And the crazy, from what I heard, his brother was actually a better player than him.
Yeah, that's what me and Keisha was talking about. I think his name was Larry.
Yeah.
The problem was he was too short.
Yeah. But they said he was way better than Jordan.
But Jordan said that that's where he got
it from.
And his skill from is playing against his brother.
Imagine if he would have made it to the league.
Would have been a problem. Now, let's go to this.
Okay.
I was listening to Shannon Sharp.
Oh, God.
He's a big LeBron fan.
He's like, okay, Skip. Like, I got the mouth, Skip.
He was saying that,
Skip.
LeBron gets an unfair shake because he's not held to the same standard as Jordan in this respect.
What do you mean?
Jordan Jordan played stiffer competition in the East. He had to go through the bad boy Pistons and the Celtics. But until he got Pippen, he didn't win shit.
He didn't.
He got swept in the series against the Celtics when Larry Bird said, "That's God disguised as Michael Jordan." Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah. But it's the crazy part. He still made it to the motherfucking playoffs. He made it to the playoffs with like a 30 and 52 record or some stupid shit.
Got swept in the first round. But here's the thing. LeBron gets swept in the finals, and they say he's not doing enough. So which one is worse, getting swept in the first round or getting swept in the finals?
I feel like
you made it to the finals. You had to go through 3 rounds to even get that far.
Very true. And which LeBron are we talking about?
Well, he had a 2007, and then he had the 2017, 18? Yeah.
The one we saw when he was in Atlanta? Because they got swept. Damn it. It was a gentleman's sweep because they let him win one.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Shannon was saying that a lot of times, a lot of the teams that LeBron lost to in the finals or in the Eastern Conference or whatever were teams that were constructed to beat him.
Yeah.
The big 3 Boston Celtics, they were constructed to beat LeBron. Because LeBron, remember, we went to the finals the year before with basically him and I don't even remember who else they had. Who they had? Larry Hughes, Eric Snow, Ilgauskas or some shit.
Did they? Because I remember when they constructed them, they won the finals.
They got swept by San Antonio.
Who?
The first time he went in 2007.
Who?
He went to the finals.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about Celtics. Because the first year they put that team together, they won the finals.
Yeah, but that was 2008.
Yeah.
But the year before that, everybody had seen LeBron kind of had arrived.
Yeah.
So they put the Boston Celtics together to beat them.
Okay.
Now, I won't say that the Golden State originally, the 2015 Golden State wasn't constructed to beat LeBron because they were the draft.
I feel like the only thing that they did to add to beat LeBron was add Durant. That was it.
Exactly. And that made him unbeatable, though. Come on.
Pretty much.
Made him unbeatable. Like,
so to argue that point, when it came to MJ, there were teams put together to beat him, and they couldn't beat him.
Well, they say that those teams couldn't beat him once they got old. Bad Boy Pistons was old.
Yeah, but
Celtics was old by the time. Like,
no, I get what you're saying, but it's like, at the end of the day, man, I understand what Shannon Sharp be doing, bro. It's like, bro, you're bigging up a young black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at it, but let's just be realistic, bro. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, Jordan. And I always tell people, the main reason why is because every finals he's been to, he's won. And won them. But LeBron's been to, 9 of them? And only won 3. Bro, you get to it every year, but if you losing all the time, I'll put it like this. That's like the fucking Buffalo Bills. 4 straight years to the Super Bowl. One of them. We're not looking at them in the same light that we look at LeBron, though.
If the Buffalo Bills had won every Super Bowl straight,
that'd be a wrap.
Tim Kelly would probably be
the greatest. Yeah, he'd be the greatest of all time because it's like, you went 4 times in a row and won every last one of them.
Right.
Yeah. Can't get mad at that. But I'm saying, like, when it comes to LeBron, he'll go lose, go win, go win, go lose, go lose, go lose, go win. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then lose. It's like, bro, you're losing. You have more losses than wins to this finals.
Going into the finals.
Mm-hmm.
When Golden State had KD, did you think there was a chance he could win either one?
Fuck no. There was no way he was going to win that. But this is the weird part. Before they even got to KD in them, I thought they was in trouble when they went 7 games against Indiana. Bro, 7 games against Indiana?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I'm not taking nothing.
And then after that, I don't know what the fuck happened to Roy Hibbert. He just had an AVP.
No. I'm talking later on now with Victor Oladipo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'm talking about, like, not even the last finals, but not because it wasn't the last final, but the finals that they
no, because the last finals they had seen Toronto.
When he was still in Cleveland,
round.
and I want to say the same year that he lost, and then he ended up going to LA. When they saw Indiana, they went 7 games with them. 7, not 3 and 4. No, they went 7. And Indiana wasn't supposed to be one of them teams that's like, oh, they supposed to be a problem. Bro, they showed them that it was a fucking problem. Not only did they go 7 games with them, Indiana could have won that last game. They only lost by maybe 6 or 7 points. Mm-hmm. It was way too close. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it got to a point, it's like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Motherfuckers, not even did they made teams to beat you. They got better over the years. Like, motherfuckers just got better, bro. Like, what else did you have to add to the game? Then you go see Golden State, which you knew was they won't beat you. And then another team, Celtics. Celtics could have won that. Easy. They could have easily won that. Because every time that
when Isaiah Thomas was hurt, that won when they won 7 games.
Yeah, they could have won that. Because every time that the Celtics played at home, nobody was beating them. They were busting ass. What fucked them up is shooting a bunch of just random unnecessary threes that they didn't need to shoot at the time.
Well, they was a young team.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when it came to Mike, ain't no game 7.
What other do you think he's the greatest or most accomplished athlete of the last quarter century?
Who? Mike? Jordan. Yeah, definitely.
I think it's a tie.
Between who?
Him and Tom Brady.
Tom Brady just got there, but yeah.
I mean,
yeah. But when it boils down to it, who held down the seat longer?
Oh, definitely
Mike. Bro, that dude changed everything. He changed a whole way of life, bro. From the commercials, Gatorade, Jordan, movies, everything. Just, bro, everybody wanted to be like Mike, bro. Bro, they had a song called "Wanna Be Like Mike." They didn't have no "Wanna Be Like LeBron," "Wanna Be Like Tom Brady." None of that, bro. Like, motherfuckers wanted to be like Mike. There's only a couple of people I know that really impacted the game where it was just like a pop cultural phenomenon. And Michael Jordan is damn near basically at the top of that.
Well, I would say that, but I would say before Mike, you got to give credit to Magic and Larry because they kept the NBA afloat before Mike even got there.
Well, yeah, look, nothing against.
And then, you got
nothing against Magic or Larry. Nothing against them.
You had Dr. J before that, but Mike took it to another level. You know what I'm saying?
Look, nothing against them. Look, I thought they were dope as shit too for what they did because that was like basically hard nosed, tough, blood, sweat, and tears games. That's what
I appreciated about them was they legitimately hated each other.
Yeah.
You see it on the basketball court.
Yeah, of course.
Jordan was more feared
by everyone. Everyone. Let's just keep it funky. Everyone. I don't give a fuck. Even if there was a team that thought they was going to do something, like, no, bro, they're going to bust your ass, bro.
Outside of the finals, I like when he would go up against the Knicks. Those were or the Pacers with Reggie Miller and Rick Smith. Those were some battles.
Oh, my God.
With the Davis brothers and Mark Jackson. Ooh. But I like when Starks and Ewing and Oakley, Anthony Mason and them boys. Those were some battles. Like, even Oakley and Jordan is good best friends to this day.
I know,
they were teammates first.
Exactly, but they going at it.
Jordan respected that Oakley would rough him up. But Jordan had already went through that with the Bad Boys Pistons.
Yeah, he didn't care. He was with it.
Chuck Daly, the Pistons coach, came up with the Jordan rope. Every time he come to the lane, we're going to punch him in his shit.
Exactly.
And he had Rick Mahorn and Lambert out there clothesline him up.
Hell like,
what was that, APA?
The acolytes protection. The splackalites.
And my man Rick Mahorn as
Farouk.
Ron Simmons
had Lambert, Terry Bradshaw. Not Terry Bradshaw, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Yeah, man.
Calling from home.
Damn you.
You turned him inside.
Damn you.
That's how they would treat Jordan when he came in the lane.
Them damn Pistons.
To the point that I remember Jordan was saying that he had that summer after
he lost, buff.
He had to muscle up.
He said he got buff as shit.
He said they beat the fuck out of Scottie Pippen. He had a headache.
Yeah.
He had to get tough too.
He was like, I had these migraines.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, bro.
Like, God damn.
Elbow dropping your ass.
Man, they fucked you up, bro. But like you said, all it did was toughen him up, man. I mean, and just to switch back to Scottie real quick, man, it was so much about Scottie Pippen, like I knew about, but like I said, the behind the scenes stuff that I just didn't know. I didn't know they had so many problems with the GM. I didn't know at one point in time that he really just didn't fuck with Jordan like that. Like they weren't really cool, you know. And it's weird because, of course, I was a Michael Jordan fan. I mean, all day, every day. But I was definitely a Pippen fan too because I saw what Pippen did. Pippen was one dude, Cassie Green Brown, bring it down, handles and all, and still yam on your ass. Pippen, not a lot of people was able to do that.
Created a new position called a point forward.
Yes.
Where you're a big man, kind of.
But you got handles.
You can push the rock off the rebound, and you can pass, and you can score, which is what LeBron is now. But before him, it was
Pippen.
You know what I'm saying? Like James Worthy, he didn't handle the rock. He got the rock from Magic Johnson on the fast break. Pippen could get the rebound,
bring it down.
Had the option to come in there, yam on you, or kick it out to Jordan on the wing, or kicking out to Paxson or Kerr, top of the key.
Exactly.
You know, suck the defense in, kick it out, or if he felt it was a mismatch, he just go in there and finish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he definitely was unique and was a key in the triangle offense because of his versatility is underrated. And you know, everybody look at Jordan, but Pippen's versatility was a key cog in the engine of the board.
I mean, shit, you needed Pippen to win.
Even Mike said you can't say Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen.
Exactly. Like I'm just being real. That's what I like about Jordan. He could have just been like, "Nah, I was the greatest." He like, "No, I needed Pippen." But I did like how he was being very honest about even what happened with the whole Pippen situation,
where he said he was being selfish.
Yeah, because
what was that? Because they were
saying, so what he was saying was Pippen. He had an injury. He could have gotten surgery in the summer, and he would have been okay to play back in October.
Okay.
But since he saw that they were fucking with his money and all that, your boy Pippen said the realest shit. He's like, man, I ain't gonna let them fuck with my summer. So this motherfucker waited and got surgery in October, and he was out for those, I think 3 months. Oh. So he wasn't able to get back in there until December. And Mike was just looking like, bro, because you know Mike is looking at it like, bro, I want to win.
Right.
Fuck everything else. I just want to win. And he's like, bro, come on, man. Like that's being selfish. Like you're not putting the team before anything else. Because a great example is when Michael Jordan, he had hurt his foot that one time. He was ready to come back out there and play. So he put team before himself. And team was telling him like, nah, bro, you can't do this. They limited him to 7 minutes a game.
Yeah. Or
some shit like that. And it's like, I guess Mike was looking for Pippen to have the same thing, that same type of drive, but I could understand where Pippen was coming from. Like, bro, you not paying me my motherfucking money. Like, I done won all these championships for you, and you not respecting me enough to at least, restructure my contract. Which I feel like they should have at least did that with him. They didn't even try.
Terrible management.
Oh, horrible management.
That's the only thing that broke up the dynasty is the owner and GM.
Yeah,
it wasn't because of lack of skill or play, and I think I heard from what Jordan said, which I agree with, which goes to a Ric Flair quote. In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. He was saying basically, I hated that we broke up like that because I wanted a chance to defend our title until a team came along to beat us. If you beat us, we'll shake your hand, say, hey, you the man now.
Exactly.
But to not be able to defend your championship and go out like that without a team taking it from you, y'all got disbanded because of poor management.
I agree with that 100%.
It's a terrible way it feels like you don't have closure. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's why a lot of people feel like you just really hit it on the head. That's why people put Michael Jordan as the greatest. Nobody beat him. Nobody took the title. Nobody beat them in the finals. Nobody beat Michael Jordan in the finals. Pippen, none of them. They never beat them in the finals. That's why they consider Michael Jordan the greatest. And he's been beat in the finals multiple times. So that's why a lot of people put Michael Jordan over that. It's never been a flip-flop, nothing like that, or a rubber match. No rubber matches, no nothing like that. Bro, you go win 3, take a year off, come back and win 3 more. Who's done that? Yeah. That you really just kind of, answered the whole question of why people feel like, Michael Jordan is a greater player than LeBron James, man. At the end of the day, LeBron James is lost.
I will say this. I think, and I'm not being funny, I think skill-wise, It could go neck and neck. I can see why people could go LeBron James is more skilled.
I can see that.
But
I don't agree with it, but I can see it.
But mentally tough and willpower,
Jordan,
right? Because I remember, I remember watching this All-Star game. I think it's 2011, 12 maybe. And Stephen A. Smith had brought it up because I remember watching it, and it was like a close All-Star game. It was a heated battle. LeBron had the ball, and he instead of taking the last shot,
he passed it
to Melo.
Yeah,
and I think Melo missed a shot, or it was a turnover, or something happened. Yeah. But at the break, Kobe went right up to him like, "Why the fuck you passing the ball? This your time. This your time to shine." Because Kobe was guarding him. Kobe and Wade too. Like they was like, because they say LeBron didn't learn how to be a champion, have the championship, and this is one thing that people say definitely separates LeBron from MJ. Yeah. MJ came in the league with a killer mentality.
Yeah.
LeBron didn't get that mentality until he went to Miami and with D Wade.
Yeah.
And D Wade had already won a chip and was a Finals MVP in 2006. So he already had the championship. He knew what it took to be a champion already, but he knew LeBron was more skilled than him. And LeBron had, so he had to, hey, this is how you need to do it. You know what I'm saying, to carry yourself to be a champion. So he didn't learn that until he linked up with D Wade in Miami. Whereas MJ, Kobe, they, a lot of cats, Magic, people forget, Magic won the NCAA championship and the next year won the finals as a rookie.
Damn, he did.
He won a college championship and an NBA championship in back-to-back years.
Won the NCAA championship for Michigan and came there and won it for the Lakers.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I forgot about that, actually.
All right, as a rookie. So
that's killer instinct.
He came in,
and I think
wanted to be a winner. And in the Game 7, I think Kareem was hurt, and
he balled
came in with 45. Magic dropped. So he came in with that mentality, that winning mentality.
And that's the thing I've always said about LeBron. And when people hear me talk about him, they think I'm a hater. I'm like, number one, I don't like that term, being a hater. I don't hate anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for him as a player as far as, on the court. Him as a person, I think he's probably one of the most awesome people in the world. Like I think he's dope as hell. That's why I can still enjoy watching him, because I'm like, he's an awesome guy. But on the court, I'm sorry, bro. It's things that I'm looking at like, bro, I'm and the crazy part, he's like what, maybe a year older than me or something like that. I want to say LeBron's got to be at least a year or two older than me. I'm like, bro, you come from the same era as I do. You saw Michael Jordan. Why don't you have that killer instinct like he do? Nobody can stop you when you drive to the hole. So why aren't you driving? Oh, I want to kick it out. No, you don't need to kick it out. We can't stop you if you go to the hole. You know how many? He should have won every last one of his finals. But I'm like, bro, you love to defer to other people to try to set them up, make them like, oh, LeBron's such that guy that, he could have took the last shot, but he gave it to so-and-so. It's like, no, be the motherfucking killer that you're supposed to be. Be the killer.
Now, if you're getting double teamed, I mean,
that's something different. Yeah, that's something different.
That's what Mike had to do. But it's just some players got it and some don't. Like Russell Westbrook, he got that mentality. He just don't have the necessary.
The skills don't match up to the mentality.
Well, the jump shot don't match.
And that's what I meant. Like the skills don't match up to the mentality. Not saying he's horrible, but his skill set is not level with his mentality.
If you could take his heart and his mentality and put it in LeBron.
Oh, that's a wrap. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I wouldn't even watch basketball no more. I'd be like, I'm done. Because
I think Kevin Durant has it. Kevin Durant got the skill and the mentality. Like,
oh yeah. It's just his off the court shit that
he was going. Creating burner accounts, troll people. Like,
he weird. I don't know. He a weirdo, man. I
think his, you know what? And it's like how Mike needed somebody to talk trash to him to motivate him. I think KD is kind of the same mode. Goes back and forth with him. I think that drives him. That's what
it probably does. He doesn't have just a player that's going to talk shit because everybody's friends,
right?
So. I don't know. But for the people who haven't seen that documentary, definitely watch it, man. Like I said, it's dope. I think next week they're going to talk about Rodman and his part, even from him starting with, Pistons and then him getting there and, everything he was doing. So it's going to be interesting, man. Like I I was telling T, man, this is the one time that I've been completely just happy for like a documentary or something. Because I'm like, bro, I was the biggest Bulls fan in the world, and it sucked that I never got a chance to. I had some Bulls hats, but I never got to get a Bulls jersey. I didn't get to get the J's and nothing. Like, go so hard to buy this shit now. Mainly because I'm like, yo, that was a time in my life. Like, I was a big fan of this. I was a fan of Michael Jordan growing up. I was a fan of Iverson growing up. I was a fan of a lot of these, Sean Kemp. I was a fan of a lot of these, Pippen. All these people that I was fans of growing up, and I never got a chance to buy their shoes, memorabilia, nothing like that. As an adult, I'm like, I'm going to buy it now because I got the money to do it. Bo Jackson, I bought both of his jerseys. Bought, a pair of his sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a fan about all this shit. That's why I was like, when it comes to like Michael Jordan, like I don't appreciate no Jordan slander. None. I don't want to hear shit when y'all share that fake ass bullshit shit. Oh, he got prisons. No, he doesn't. What kills me too, just on the side note, why y'all feel like that's the only person that might be named Michael Jordan?
I heard there was another cat who was named Michael Jordan.
It's a white dude named Michael Jordan who has something to do with that. It has nothing to do with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Nothing to do with him at all. But then people are like, oh, I heard he's an asshole because I'm like, he's an asshole because of what? Oh, he ain't signed his autograph for me. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to.
I remember one Chameleonaire tried to say that a long time ago.
And I heard it was like mad chicks and shit at the little situation. You over trying to, he's like, man, you better get on these bitches. What the fuck you worrying about me for? And obviously you see when, ain't nobody paying attention to Chameleonaire like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you fanboying out. You don't need him to sign shit. Just talk to him as a man. You never know. The right conversation you would have had could have led to I got something, you mind signing real quick? Yeah, cool. We don't know how the conversation went, but I got a feeling it didn't go in that light. Because I've heard from a lot of people, MJ, he's a nice guy. He's just very down to earth. Not down to earth as far as like relatable. He's more like, yo, I'm very me. So if I come off as an asshole, that's just how I am. I'm not trying to be an asshole to you, but this is just who I am. I never got no bad vibe from him. Like, he seemed like he's a good dude, man. He's always, doing some charity work or anything like that. And people like, he don't do nothing for the kids. I'm like, he does a lot. He does a lot for the city of Charlotte that a lot of people don't know about.
Clinic that people forgot about.
Yeah. But
low income families.
But people love to bash him though. That's what kills me. Like, y'all motherfuckers love bashing him though. He don't do shit for us, but he does a lot for the community. So
it's a hypocritical. You say he don't do shit for the community, but you got 3 pairs of J's at the crib. So which one is it? You support them, but you don't.
Thank you.
It's like,
thank you.
If you thought just a little of them, why are you still supporting them?
Exactly. Stop buying them shits. They make plenty other shoes. Go buy some LeBrons. Buy some LeBrons. Buy some Ewings. Buy something. Buy some Reeboks, Sauconys.
Get them Stephon Marbury's. Get them Shaqs.
Get them and one grades. Yeah. But yeah, what I'm talking about. Real quick.
Something musically.
We had a little bit of time. Go ahead.
Did you see Charlemagne when he got on Drake about the Tootsie Slap song? Damn. The Tootsie Slap. Because Drake is big of a rapper to be making it's for TikTok.
Yeah.
And he was saying, and then Drake giving you instructions. Blatantly for TikTok. And Charlemagne,
that's on his lane.
Charlemagne told his point, which I agree with. Mm-hmm. Any other dance that was made, like when they made the dance to Drake's, what was it?
The Kiki shit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was organic because it was a fan who listened to the song and made a dance. It wasn't instructions in the song with how to dance to
exactly.
it was somebody listening to it, came up with a dance and put it online and it went viral.
Yeah.
It's different when you got instructions to how to dance in your song, in the lyrics, in the hook, telling people how to dance to it and putting it online. It's almost like you're thirsty for that attention.
Yeah.
You know,
like that's the vibe.
You're not letting the people let the people make it a hit. Let the people listen to it and come up with a dance for it and let it go viral.
Yeah,
that's how every other dance to any other song has always went. But Charlemagne was saying basically like he felt like Drake was just his status was too high. It's almost like to a great point, he was saying it's like if Jay-Z had made a Snap song with Lil Jon on the franchise point, because that was hot at the time. Like, can you imagine Jay-Z doing a Snap record?
I'd have been mad, bro.
That don't even make sense, right?
I'd have been mad as fuck. I'd have been like, I'm not listening to this shit.
So, do you think? I'm sure you heard the song Tootsie Slide. You haven't?
I've heard it, but I don't care for it.
Exactly. Are you kind of a Drake fan, or you like some of his stuff?
No, I'm a Drake fan. I like a good bit of his work, but when he starts doing that, I don't like it.
Right,
like, bro, just
it's beneath him, right?
My thing is this: stick to you just rapping.
Right.
Rap about how dope you are, or whatever it is you do.
Relationships,
or even if when you do your singy song shit, do that too. But you don't have to you don't have to keep up with the times, bro. Like, I feel like you are the trendsetter, so be you, and the trends are gonna follow.
You know what Charlamagne said to that point?
What?
Drake, be the wave, not a surfer. You are the wave.
Exactly.
Stop trying to be a surfer.
Yeah, you know, I agree with that 100%.
His whole this. I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I respect what he's done, but my whole thing I always liked about Drake is he didn't sound like anybody else as far as content.
Yeah, for a while.
You know.
Yeah, he started sounding like a lot of people.
For a while.
But you know what he did, though? He took a lot of people's styles and just made it a little bit better.
Yeah, and as far as verses, too, he took a lot of verses.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, let's keep it funky. Drake can rap.
He can rap.
So it worked out better for him. So, I mean, you know, it's cool. I just always looked at it like, like, bro, you are the leader of the new school.
Right.
So why are you acting like the kid who has that project that's like, ooh, pick me, you know, like you want to get the attention right now, or you wilding out or whatever it is. It's like, bro, you are the leader of the new school. You're the chosen one when it comes to some of this rap shit. You've gone through rap battles and beefs, and you still came out on top. Even though you lost, came out on top.
They was a lot of people saying it's a smart move.
I don't think
because
so.
They saying while we in quarantine, it's the perfect time to make a TikTok video. Why not make a TikTok anthem?
I get it. You know what would be different? If they saw him dancing to it first, maybe. If he already had to dance, you know, maybe it was him in the studio coming up with a song. He already danced to it, all that. And then he puts a song out like, hey, this is what I was doing.
Right.
That's something different. But you put out the song like, you know, like hokey pokey type shit. Like some people just like, and you know, man, like
it's just like that song. What's it called? Don't Rush. What they do to change rush, whatever. The Don't Rush the challenge. No, but what I'm saying is the song don't have nothing to do with changing clothes.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's just I don't know. It's like, oh, look at this. How I look after. You know, they used to do that shit before with the, you know.
But how did that song become the anthem for that, though? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I guess it just sounds good for it. I don't know. I gotta ask somebody about that, but it's not bad. It's kind of cool sometimes. You know,
just like the Ray Sherman when they came with the black. How did that become the fucking man?
Yeah, I don't know how that came.
That's what I'm saying. But it's organic. People.
Yeah, it is organic. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Come up. It'd be different if they gave you instructions of what to do in it.
It's not like how it was back in the day where the song had something to do with what the instructions were.
Right.
Like, you know, saying lean with it, rock with it, or,
right?
You know, do the pool padded.
And let's be honest. A lot of them songs was one hit wonders with one dude, some dude you never heard of, came up with a hit song that's a dance, and you never heard of him again.
Whatever happened to DJ Unk? You remember Tuesday? Yeah, all that shit.
Whatever happened to your boy? Oh man, he was ruling the radio waves in like 2015. He had a little kid voice. Oh, he had the song that was a hit song. I can't think of it right now.
2015. I don't know.
About 5 years ago, he had the song.
If you had a song, if you remember the song, maybe I could tell you, but I don't know because if he had a little kid voice, I won't listen to him. So,
dang,
bro, you look, you gonna waste your time trying to find it because you don't even know the song, bro. So
if I think of the song, you'll be like,
yeah, but I don't know who you're talking about because you know I'm a music person, so I don't know who it is if you can think of the song. But this nigga really looking up to, bro. You ain't gonna find that shit, bro. You don't even know the song.
I see it. I know it.
You don't know how the song went.
I don't.
Exactly.
I hated the song so much. It's like you hate the song so much you erase it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you wasting your time, bro. You wasting your time. You ain't gonna find that shit, bro. But I get to the point what you're trying to say, man. Like, motherfuckers was coming up with dances and songs and weird shit like that. You know, like a lot of motherfuckers were one-hit wonders who came up with a song and a dance and wait for a little bit and then you just never heard from the motherfucker again. You know, it's weird. I just wish that Drake wouldn't do that at all because I don't feel like he has to. I think he's dope as he is now. Like the shit he put out, with, like all his shit he be doing Future. Like just keep doing shit like that. It's fine. Yeah. Dope ass rappers, rap with them because you gonna be put on regardless, bro. So you still looking for this shit, bro? You're not gonna find it, bro. You're not. It probably wasn't a hit. That's the crazy part.
Oh no, it was a hit. It was a hit that they played every fucking.
You talking about that? I know what you talking about now, man.
He said his name in the song and shit. I can't remember the motherfucker name.
Do that. Hey.
Flight of the Continent.
Yeah, that's stupid shit. I know what you talking about, man. I don't want to know it either, so don't.
It's like your boy who came in with Gundam Style.
I kind of hated that song. Your boy MC used to play the fuck out of this shit.
Really?
I'm like, bro, don't play that shit, bro. We at work. I'm like, don't you dare play that shit. I know what you talking about though. It was some other stupid shit. It'll come to me later too, but I know exactly what you're talking about. That song was. The whole thing was just your daddy's son. That shit. I know what you're talking about. That's exactly what you're talking about. Like that shit when it was doing all that damn dumb. Shit. I don't know why I was doing that shit, but it is what it is.
And we got Soldier, Young Draco.
I'm not shouting him out. Fuck him,
Young Draco. No, just fucking
fuck him. He on that shit. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to talk about? Damn. Well, for the people that tuned in, whatever it is, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate the people that are listening. Hey, we in this quarantine time, so maybe y'all have some topics or things y'all might want to hear us talk about. Y'all can shoot us a topic or anything like that because not a lot going on since it's the same fucking thing going on. You can't really go anywhere, so it's not a lot going on. So maybe y'all can shoot us a topic. Maybe we could talk about that a little bit, or if y'all want to join or something like that in the conversation, let us know. We'll try to figure out something where we can maybe video. Skype, Zoom, or whatever the fuck it is, and have everybody on here, man, so we can, have one of those type of deals because I think it'd be dope. But yeah, man, this was episode 143, man, of the UNFAMOUS Podcast. It's your boy Sean, Mr. NJ Brick City,
Henny Hardaway,
and we appreciate every last one of y'all listening to us, sharing it, streaming it, downloading it, whatever it is. Also, quick little thing, we are now on Spotify. So you literally have no reason why you can't find us. It's the UNFAMOUS Podcast. It's on Spotify. UNFAMOUS is spelled instead of an A, spelled with an @ Podcast is spelled with a K instead of a C. You can find us anywhere on there, man. Like it's easy as hell, and we would definitely appreciate it if follow us, or even if you follow us on Anchor. Follow us on there, and hey, we can help maybe with some donations or something like that. It don't have to be much, maybe $1 or something like that. It can help so we can get some better equipment. Maybe get a little bit of some advertising time or something like that, so that we can start making some more money, so we can bring some more listeners in. Because I feel like there's a lot of people up with us, but we need y'all to share it, and y'all don't do that. So it is what it is. But like I said, UNFAMOUS Podcast, news boy, Sean, Mr. NJ Brick City, here with Mr. Henny Hardaway. And that's it, man. We'll holler at y'all later. All right? Peace.
Peace.
Yo. Perfect.
Perfect.